My name's Schott. I live in Greenwood. This is my wife, Katie. We have 9 kids from 21 senior in college down to a 9-year-old 4th grader. We like to travel. We like to go to the beach. We like to swim. We spend a lot of time outside. We take walks, ride bikes. Well, I'm interested in woodworking. I built that little bench a couple years ago. I think she was testing me, so we started out small. And then a problem we always had was there's 11 of us. We couldn't all sit down at the table together, so I built us a 10-foot long table with 2 benches instead of chairs. We can all squeeze in and look at each other across the table instead of being in 2 or 3 different rooms. I attribute some of my weight gain to the fact that I played football in college and we ate like it was going out of style, but we burn it all up. And I always thought that I would be slim my whole life. I wouldn't have to work at it. And then you quit, exerting all that energy and you keep eating the way you always have. And the next thing you know, 5 pounds a month here or 10 pounds a year or whatever doesn't sound like much until you add up a decade and then it's 100 pounds and then 2 decades, it's 200 pounds. So I didn't really notice it. The next thing you know, you get a little older, joints start to hurt, and you're like, wow, how did this happen?
He was what I thought was fairly active for as large as he was. He held his weight really well. I didn't realize the pain that he was in. He kind of hid that from me fairly well. But then as we went on, I could tell that it was getting worse. And I guess I really didn't notice how bad it was until after he lost all the weight.
What inspired me was dealing with all the pain that just came along with this. Just the sheer size that I was it was just too much for my joints to handle. St. Francis has kind of been a fixture in our family. We've just always gone there. They sent us to a psychologist a couple times, and that really helped me reframe my thinking about just food in general, how to eat, why we do it. They do a great job just with the education, the resources, the support. You can call or email them anytime. They'll answer your questions. They'll let you come in for an extra visit. They just bend over backwards. I sought the gastric sleeve. The doctors that perform that seem really confident and capable. It's less invasive. There's not all the cutting and rerouting, and it just felt like the right thing to do.
Nothing really stops him now, where before we'd always have to think twice before we went somewhere. It has affected his whole person. He's more active, he's more involved.
I would recommend it just to get the enjoyment back into their life. Yeah, I was happy, but there was a lot of things that I just had to kind of stand back and watch, and I wanted to be involved. You don't have to sit back and watch life. You can participate in it.